Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke gives an ultimatum. Lee and Sheila bond. In the CEO's office, Eric, Brooke, and Ridge talked about Liam's miraculous change of health. Eric noted that almost losing your life gives you time to review what you're doing and make changes so you're joyful. Life's too short not to, Eric added. Ridge teased him about making a speech. Eric laughed and said the point was that Liam was going to be alright and their trip was still on. This is going to be life-changing for all of us. Eric smiled. Eric showed Brooke and Ridge a video that he had put together. Brooke and Ridge smiled as they watched the promo, recounting key moments of their previous trips to Italy. Brooke said it was bittersweet memories as Ridge was with Taylor now. Brooke suggested she bring Nick along on their trip, but Ridge said it was a business trip and Nick wasn't invited. Eric agreed with Ridge after Brooke left. He called Nick arrogant and thought he was taking advantage now that Brooke was alone and vulnerable. Ridge told him he knew what Eric was doing, implying he would lose Brooke to Nick, and that Eric wanted Brooke and Ridge back together. Eric admitted he'd been clear about his intentions. So you don't respect Taylor at all, Ridge snapped. Eric denied that, saying he adored Taylor. Ridge wondered how adorable Taylor would find it if she knew he was trying to break them up and send Ridge back to Brooke. We're engaged, Ridge said loudly. He asked his dad to realize Ridge and Taylor loved one another and had children together. He blasted his dad for his manipulation at the fashion show, and was doing it again with the trip to Italy. Ridge demanded that Eric stay out of his love life. I would if you had a brain, Eric told him. He said that he would love nothing for Ridge and Taylor to ride off to the sunset together, but didn't think he was truly happy. Eric said Ridge was in love with Brooke and always would be. He warned that Nick was circling Brooke like a shark, and he was going to lose out if he kept acting like he loved Taylor instead. Ridge wondered why Eric was underestimating Brooke, and didn't think she would fall for Nick. Eric disagreed and asked if he wanted to lose Brooke forever. She knows who she is and he's fake, Ridge argued. Meanwhile, Brooke went to the design office to work. Nick came in and said he'd heard about Liam. We're all enormously relieved, Brooke said. We're? No. Are you still going to Italy with Forrester? Let me just remind you of one little thing, okay? He's marrying another woman, Nick told her. Nick asked Brooke to remember their good times. He wanted Brooke to be with a man who was sure of himself and decisive. Brooke admitted that their time together felt pretty good. Nick said years ago he was looking for something and someone. That's why I'm back now, he added. Nick took Brooke's hands and told her that he came to town for her, to show her how she deserved to be cared for. He asked her to join him in Naples so he could show her his version of the city, including where he built the ships. He ran his fingers gently down her body as he whispered how building a boat is like writing a love letter with your hand. It's slow, delicate, very intricate, and each brush of varnish like following the curves of your lover's back, he said softly as his hand moved down her side. He wanted to see the sun kiss her beautiful skin, he told her. I might even let you wear my captain's hat, he said with a chuckle. Brooke seemed charmed. At Il Giardino, Deacon flirted with Sheila while she sat working with her foot propped up. Sheila noted that she had no idea Liam was battling cancer. Lee walked in and interjected that Liam survived cancer and his gunshot wound. A miracle on both accounts, Lee added. A miracle that my granddaughter was not afforded, Sheila replied. Deacon told Sheila and Lee that Luna killed his best friends and almost more people, and he was relieved she was gone. Sheila said that Luna did a lot of horrible things but she wasn't a monster. Deacon barked that Luna killed people, got a second chance and shot 3 people. Deacon could understand her grandmother's trying to defend her, but he didn't agree. Lee blamed Penelope and said poor Luna never had a chance being brought up the way she was. Lee noted that Sheila was the only one rooting for Luna like she was. My heart is broken. My granddaughter is dead and no one seems to care, Sheila lamented. She said everyone was focused on Liam's recovery, and don't even mention Luna. Sheila asked if there would be any kind of service. No, Lee said staunchly. It's already done. It's handled. Sheila wished she'd known about the arrangements. I'm Luna's grandmother and I never got to say goodbye, she cried. Brooke returned to the CEO's office and told Ridge that she meant what she'd said earlier about the trip being different than in the past. She reminded him that the last time they were there he had proposed. She asked again to bring Nick along. Ridge balked, but Brooke said that he's engaged and she should be able to move on with someone too. Ridge agreed but said, "Just not with that clown." Brooke reminded Ridge that Taylor was wearing his ring, but that they always found their way back to one another. She then did flashbacks with him about when he returned to her. She said they were too old to go through it again. She recalled why they broke up during the coup, and said that this was his last chance. She was willing to forgive him for being with Taylor again if he would just tell her that he was going to come home to her. Otherwise, she'd be going to Italy with Nick. In the design office, Nick looked at a photo of Brooke and recalled their wedding day while an instrumental version of Going Back Again played. Daphne returns, Nick's feud, Brooke begs. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for in tomorrow's episode. Daphne Rose returns. Nick Marone feuds with Rich Forrester. There will also be Brooke Logan, who continues to embarrass herself by begging Ridge to reunite with her. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the next episode of the CBS soap opera. Let's start off with Daphne, who will return from Paris. Fans know that when Carter Walton proposed to Hope Logan, Daphne was heartbroken and left Los Angeles. Sometime later, Steffi Forrester Finnegan called her friend, trying to persuade her to come back. However, Daphne refused and said she was staying in Paris. It seems that Daphne has a change of heart. Expect to see the nose in tomorrow's episode. When Daphne returns, she will surprise Carter. Now, why is Daphne really back? Steffi wanted her to return because she is the face behind the perfume line. Steffi and Carter both agreed that they really needed her back, even though it made Hope nervous and insecure. When Carter and Daphne face each other again, what will happen? The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, July 23rd reveal that Brooke will continue begging Rich to take her back. I know soap fans love their couples, but all this begging is really embarrassing for Brooke, especially considering she's a career professional and grandmother. Rich has already moved on with Taylor Hayes. So get a grip, lady, and be happy you dodged a bullet with the Waffle King. After listening to Brooke's begging, Rich does take action. Not with Brooke, but Rich faces off with Nick. The designer will blast Nick for making moves on Brooke. While Rich will insist he just wants Brooke to be safe, Nick might reason it's jealousy. As the two men bicker, things could get heated. There is also the situation with Lee Finnegan. Lee told Sheila Carter Sharp she already handled Luna Nozawa's memorial service. That's very similar to what Lee told Steffi after John Finnegan died. So let's see if Luna is really alive, and if Lee can really fix the broken young woman. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on The Bold? And the beautiful fans have always agreed that Lawrence St. Victor was seriously underrated. The writers definitely skimped on Carter Walton's storylines over the years. Word on the internet is that the actor has been looking to leave the soap for a while now. And there may be some truth to those rumors. Is Carter leaving Bold and Beautiful? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's coming up next on the CBS soap, spoilers ahead. This week, Lawrence St. Victor announced on social media that he had booked a new role. He will begin working on the movie in. That means that the Bold star has been auditioning for other roles, and the rumors could be true. Is he looking to move on from his role as Carter Walton? The new film, titled Higher Love, will begin production the first week of August. According to the movie's official tagline, Higher Love is a story of a devoted husband who is faced with his wife's critical health crisis and must make an impossible choice between two unacceptable outcomes. His new normal is then filled with caregiving, loneliness, and an unexpected friendship, one that will challenge everything he thought he knew about love, family, and faith. The star-studded cast also includes Marilu Henner, Dennis Haysbert, Thelma Hopkins, and Joe Pantoliano. Lawrence St. Victor's castmates were quick to hop in the comments and congratulate the actor on his new job. Naomi Matsuda was especially excited for her castmate. As soon as Higher Love gets an official release date and more details are available, we will be sure to pass them on. Do you think that Lawrence St. Victor will leave Bold and the Beautiful and book more jobs? Would you be sad to see Carter Walton leave? What happened to Ivy's relationship with Liam? Ivy has been in a romantic mood lately. She has Liam on her mind, especially now that she learned that he was dying. Ivy has regrets about their relationship. In a conversation with Elektra, she claimed that he was the love of her life. Even Elektra was surprised. She assumed that Liam was just a crush, not something more. She was fascinated by this love story, especially since she's dating Liam's brother, Will. Ivy returned to Los Angeles with the goal to reconnect with Liam, but it fell through. Her career took over her personal life. Was it a great love story? Or is Ivy romanticizing her relationship with Liam? He offered to marry her because she told him that she would be deported back to Australia. Liam and Hope's marriage was already on shaky ground as it is. Elsewhere, Steffi returned to town and fought to get him back. Ivy even went as far as to dress like Steffi so he could like her. She tricked Liam into marrying her. It was discovered that Ivy was already an American citizen. It's hard to see if this was an epic love story. The best part was when Steffi slapped Liam across the face. It was a soapy storyline, but it didn't convey romance. Liam eventually got back with Steffi, while Ivy sparked a relationship with Wyatt.